So let me get this straight. I'm supposed to be the best mother in the world, the greatest worker, the perfect student, get all of my meals perfectly executed, make all of my workouts happen, and then, on top of that, be a great friend, socializer, and focus on all the things I'm supposed to do to present myself as a beautiful, put-together woman on top of everything else. Sound impossible? Yeah, that's because it is. Welcome to episode 2 of Making Mel, Health in the Hustle. This podcast is a place where motherhood meets muscle, ambition meets exhaustion, and figuring out how to prioritize my health journey into an insanely beautiful chaos of a busy life is what I'll talk about. Some days it's going to look messy, and other days I hope it looks flawless. But no matter what kind of day I'm having, I can assure you I will always tell you the truth and do my best to give you some ideas and insight that will help you prioritize your own journey. So let's get into episode 2, the illusion of balance and having it all together. When we talk about balance, it often feels like we're expected to be superheroes. The pressure to be perfect in every aspect of life can be extremely overwhelming. As a mother, I'm expected to cook, clean, make sure that my child has everything she needs and looks perfect in public, help with homework, attend all the meetings, teach her to be a good person, and then always be available. As a woman with a career, I'm supposed to be a hard worker and a good employee and shine and be a great coworker, engage in all the work parties and functions, and then look like I walked out of some professional magazine. Pursuing a PhD takes a lot of late nights and constant reading of scholarly articles and writing papers till my fingers feel like they're going to fall off. I chose a program, of course, that has accelerated classes, which means they pack 16 works a week into 8-week time frames. It does mean I'll finish my degree a little faster than I would, but it also means that I'm working at an insane pace. On top of all that, maintaining my healthy lifestyle with nutritious meals and consistent workouts, especially when I'm trying to keep the momentum of progressive overload in my powerlifting, seems like a full-time job all by itself. And let's not forget, we've got social expectations. I want to be a good friend and engage in social events. You got to have your nails done, your hair done, and your makeup impeccable. It is no wonder that achieving this idealized version of balance feels impossible. The truth is, it's an unrealistic standard. I'm not sure where or how this started, but it sets everybody up for failure and guilt because we can't do it all. Look, it's pure myth that people have it all together in every area of their life, and I am no exception. It may look like I have it all together and that everything's going really well, but the truth is, some days I am a complete hot mess, and I'm holding it together by a string. No one has it all together. Social media often paints some picture of perfection where everyone's managing their lives effortlessly. But reality is far from that. Remember, the things you see on social media are snapshots of people's lives, and anyone can make a moment look good. Behind the scenes, many of us are struggling to keep up. There are days when the house is a mess and deadlines are looming, and that to-do list feels like it just won't end. It's important to realize that it's okay to have days where things don't go as planned. Some days, you might feel like you're barely holding it together, and that is perfectly normal. Balance isn't about having it all together. It's about making your priorities fit as best you can. It's about embracing the messiness and the imperfections. It's about finding what works for you rather than striving for some unattainable ideal that other people have determined is the only way to be. There is no right way to be. Keeping your sanity involves realizing that your good enough is more than enough. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to take breaks. Some days, running into the store and grabbing a rotisserie chicken and a bag of salad is enough. It's a healthy dinner and you can make that work. Self-care has to be a priority, not something that's left for the end of the day if you have time. Balance is not about perfection. It's about what works for you in the middle of all the chaos. Now, what I know works for me is I'm a great planner. You know, Coach Val always says, if you don't plan, plan to fail. And she's right. I got to be honest, I'm the planning queen. And I do have lots of energy and stamina, and that serves me really well on this health journey. Those strengths help me make sure that I can get things done, and I lean in pretty hard, especially the way my schedule currently works. Just to give you an idea, I'm one of those crazy people that gets up at 4 a.m. to get stuff done. I do my stretching, I get some reading and my devotional done, I respond to emails and make sure that I connect with friends who I know might have something going on in their life. I get my meal things done for the day, like if I need something out of the freezer for later, or if I need to throw some things in the Instapot, I take care of that first thing in the morning, before 6 a.m. So that way, when I get home at the end of the day, everything's ready to go. That makes all the difference for me to make sure that I get a high protein, nutritious meal, or otherwise I'm scrambling at the end of the day. After I set my day up, I always join a Weight Watchers Rise and Reset workshop. I catch one every single morning, 7 days a week, between 5:30 and 7:30 in the morning, because it helps me set my tone for the day. I get a shot of inspiration from the Weight Watchers community, and it helps me conquer my goals. As someone who still has like 150-ish pounds to lose, I need that check-in. It sets my journey up for the day. I treat workshops the same way that I do my devotionals. I don't skip them. If I'm going to set myself up for the day, I need to make sure that I take care of business. The early morning meetings have become exceptionally important to me. It helps me connect with my friends and get the things I need to move on with my day. Now, most days I work 8 to 5. I take a half hour to an hour break after work, and then I start my schoolwork. And I do that from 6 to 9 with minimal breaks. I may spend some time with my daughter in the evening here and there, and my schedule would look a lot different if she were younger. But because she's 15, she's off running with her friends, and I'm alone in the house most of the time in the evenings. So this schedule works for me. Remember, my way may not work for your way. I'm also training to walk a 5K with a bunch of Weight Watcher friends November 22nd. So I have a walking pad, and I have become a professional at walking while I read. I also have an alarm that goes off every 45 minutes all day long, Monday through Friday, as a reminder to me to get up and move. Even if it's only 30 seconds of movement, every single minute adds up. Now, in addition to my walking pad, I have a whole room full of fitness equipment, and I can get a 5-minute workout in a second's notice. We sometimes forget about those small movements and those small efforts, but small changes add up and create big changes. The greatest challenge in my schedule right now is fitting my lifting into this crazy schedule, and it is a huge challenge. I need at least 3 days a week to get my big lifts in the gym setting, and I need an hour minimum to do all the accessories. I don't have much time during the weekdays. Because of my work and study schedule, I have had to become very, very creative. My weekend has become key in finding my balance. I plan all my meals on Friday, and I put in my online grocery order so I know how to plan for my weekend. And then I plan all of my lifting workouts for the week. I take a look at what's on the schedule and go, okay, half hour here, half hour there. That way I can get the workouts in. Because I have more time available on the weekend, I always plan my deadlift workout on the weekend because it's the one that takes the longest. So the rest of my schedule has been getting the best of me for about 5 weeks now. I'm starting week 6 with this PhD course. So I started splitting my workouts. I did that this week, and that's working pretty good for now. I have some big goals next year in July, and I can't go break some state records if I can't figure out how to make this work. So here's where I really became challenged. Trying to plan out 46 weeks, how to make myself meet the goals that I want. So I did it. I leaned into Copilot. Now, I don't know if you're intimidated by AI or not, but let me tell you something. That particular tool put together a 46-week program for my physical training, and then at the end, asked me if I wanted to plan meals based on the phases of my training. That easy tool helped me move hours and hours and hours of work out of my own way so I can concentrate on what's important when I can get the workouts in. I have 46 weeks of workouts and meal plans and everything set up for me. So it's not going to be easy to fit everything into my health journey, but when I use tools, it really makes things easier. I have to be willing to anticipate that things are not going to go perfectly, and some days I am going to have to dig in really hard and stand on my priorities. I'm going to have to pivot and make other plans sometimes. When I need to pivot, I need to know how. We've got to be able to recognize our abilities that come naturally. What works for me may not work for you. Like I said, I'm an excellent planner. And I have a lot of knowledge that I've built over the last 7 years, and I need to use that too. I'm also, for those of you who know me, pretty strong-minded. That mindset is on point. And I can lean into that when I want to give up. And I definitely have those days. If I focus on leveraging my strengths, then I will be able to master this schedule and I'll get everything done that I need to get done. Maybe for you, you have a really supportive network of family and friends or colleagues that help you stay on track. Maybe your life allows you a little bit more time than mine does. Maybe you're somebody who gets a burst of energy towards the end of the day, and you can take advantage of that by planning, getting tasks done, or maybe even getting some steps in before the end of the day. When we lean into our strengths, it builds confidence, success, momentum, and it helps us get that balance in place. Take time and create predictable, boring routines that help you lessen the stress of making decisions every day. You know, I have a friend who tells me I'm the most exciting, boring person that she knows. And predictability and boring really helps to serve me on my health journey when the other areas of my life are blowing up. Look, I don't have it all figured out. Some days I feel really strong and focused, and other days I'm just trying not to lose my mind. But I keep showing up, and I'm going to keep planning and lifting and learning and loving the people around me and this journey because it matters to me. I started at 423 pounds, and right now I am less than 5 pounds from being in the 200s. No one has this all figured out, and if they say they do, they are not being honest. Some days I crush it. Other days, I'm just trying to remember where I left my sanity, and it's probably with my keys in that research book that I can't find. But I keep showing up, and I keep pushing, and I'm going to keep choosing myself because this journey is worth it. Making myself into the best version that I can be is worth it. And if you're listening right now and thinking to yourself, I am barely holding it together, there is nothing wrong with you. Life is hard and health journeys are hard, but you can do the hard stuff. I know this because I'm doing it, and I am no exception. You aren't weak. You're not failing. You are powerful and capable, and you are enough. And sometimes we just have to take a breath Breathe it, hold it, and let it out. No one's perfect, and I'm not perfect, but I am very persistent. I'm not always balanced, but I am extremely bold, and I'm determined. I am not done, and neither are you. So take that next step. Drink the water, move your body. Say no to something that drains all of your energy. Plan your meals today. Say yes to something that fuels you and gives you momentum in finding balance in your own life. This is your reminder. You've got this, and I've got you. You are worthy of the life that you're building, and you don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to keep going. I cannot promise that we will make all the things work, but I'll keep showing up if you do. And if you're listening, I kind of know that you will. So let's keep showing up together. Finding health in the hustle isn't perfect, but it can be powerful. So let's keep going. Next week, in episode 3, we're going to be talking about emotional weight you carry versus physical weight that you lift, and how one can help you manage the other. If you want to get additional information during the week, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, Making Health in the Hustle. And until next week, onward and upward, my friends.